Let's keep it simple.
Right then, everything is magic. The sun. Angie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, and well, I hope, well, if you're in the UK anyway, that you are enjoying the sun. maybe not. Who knows? So yeah, I'm Angie, and this evening I'm going to be talking about that big ball of used to be yellow thing in the sky, the sun. Now, what's really interesting, because I wasn't sure what I was going to be talking about, and I know I'm on the right track because I pulled a few cards. Is the sun card, so I will take some photos for the group so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're definitely on the right track. We're talking about the sun because there it is. Bish, bash, bosh. I love that. So what I wanted to talk about was, so I like symbolism as much as the next person, yeah, and kind of delving into symbolism, if you like. But one of the other things I really like to do is literally take it literally. Yeah. So whether you're doing magical workings or whether you are talking about the sun, like I am today, let's actually have a literal conversation about it. Yeah. So there's things, because we've actually got breeze today. I'm quite astounded. Yeah. And we've got the window open. We've got our friends terracotta things knocking against the window. So if you hear strange sounds, that's what that is. So on the solstice, because let's start at the beginning. In the beginning, there was darkness, and then someone switched the light on. Anyway, so you might have heard people talking about, well, the solstice is really powerful. Well, of course it is. It always is. But, it was billed as being even more spectacular. So spectacular this time round, yeah. I can't remember the reasons for that. For me, it's always all the markers in the Wheel of the Year are powerful gateways, portals, if you like, because they mark certain specific times, yeah. So what I will say about this solstice that's just gone, so on the actual day, we were sat out in the garden, we had a little gathering, high tea in the garden, as you do, and it was fucking hot, excuse my French. Good job we had a massive parasol because we couldn't have sat out there otherwise. It was really hot. But we had scones and scones, and and a good old was had by and I think since then, because we're only 4 days, it seems, right, this is going to sound really strange, it seems like ages ago we had that high tea in the garden. This does not feel like 4 days ago. So that's the first thing. Time feels like it's stretched out a bit. Could be due to the weather, maybe, possibly. But it's certainly been, since that day, it's been hot. Yeah. So we bear that in mind that, everyone was going, oh, it's a big Scorchio one this time. Or, lots of things happening. It's a powerful portal and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. I would say that just the weather on its own, that's the first layer, yeah, just the weather on its own. Because, you know, if you're in the UK, you'll know we very rarely get weather like this, yeah. This is the second heat wave, in inverted commas, yeah, that we've had in a couple of months. Doesn't usually happen. So yeah, just that layer on its own, the actual physical weather, the heat, you know, that's certainly what's the word I'm looking for? That is significant, I would argue. Yeah. So if we take that literally, okay, we're taking it literally. Literally, what is it doing? I don't know about you guys. There's definitely a lot of detoxing going on, because when it's really, really hot, you only have to sit still and the sweat's pouring down your face. Yeah. So there's detoxing going on. It's like a bit like in 2020, summer of 2020, which was when we were camping in a tent in the middle of a field with no shade, and it was reaching 40. So that was what we termed, that was a baptism of fire. So we were there for 2 weeks. So it was crazy shit. So this is a bit like that. It's not getting up to 40 yet. It's not down here anyway. It's pretty close, but it's not quite there yet. But you could say that, you know, that solstice energy has brought forth this very intense heat, which is detoxing. The other thing it does, it slows you down. Yeah. You literally can't go about your business fast in this weather. You just can't. Yeah. So it's slowing things down, which might account for the stretching out of time. Yeah. Because honestly, when I looked at the what the date was today, it felt like a lot longer between the solstice and today. It's like, but it was only last Sunday. Whoa. So again, what that tells me is that there's stuff happening, quite a lot being jam-packed into those 4 days, shifting and changing, rearranging itself, if you like, however you want to see that. What are the other things that the sun does when it's really hot? Yeah. I think it gets you to go outside. That's the other thing it does. Even if it's only for 10 minutes, you go, oh my God, I can't stand it here. I've got to go back indoors. We did that yesterday. We haven't really been out there today because we've had stuff to do indoors today. But yeah, yesterday was a bit like that. I think we lasted an hour before we both said, no, it's too much. And I was reading, Ian was just sunbathing in his deck chair, which is a very cool deck chair. It's a proper deck chair. Get yourself a deck chair, folks. A proper one, proper solid wood one. They're brilliant. But yeah, it gets you outside. Yeah, encourages you to go outside. What else is the sun doing right now? It's when it comes to food, it can affect what you eat, how much you eat. And it makes you, I mean, you know, we've been having like, when I say afternoon tea, I mean a pot of tea in the garden. I don't mean, you know, scones and all the rest of it. So it affects lots of different things on many levels, yeah, which I find, you know, because we've just had the solstice and it was billed as like, you know, as had the neon flashing lights and everything. So, you know, if it had been raining this week, would have been a very different experience, wouldn't it? In my mind, anyway. You know, you have kids outside playing, so there's a kind of joy there, yeah. So, you could say, interestingly, I've got the there's the card Joy and Music that is that was pulled out with the full moon on it, and we're coming up to a full moon, so that's very interesting. So I would definitely say, just on that layer alone, the actual physical weather definitely corresponds to, pardon me, what people have been saying about the solstice energy and then moving forward with that in your hands, yeah. On a metaphysical level, so the sun is, well, it's many things, isn't it? It illuminates. So we've got, even though we're now in the waning phase of the daylight, yeah, it's like we've got maximum solar stuff going on at the moment, maximum heat, maximum light, even though we're in that waning, just begun, obviously. So I find that quite interesting. It's like there's a balance happening there. One of the other cards that has come out as well in the alchemy from the that is the alchemy deck, isn't it? Yeah, Wild Unknown Alchemy is lightening. Hang on. You can't see that if I do that, can you? But if I do that, you can see it. So with the lightening as in lightning, yeah. Andy was saying just before the show that we're due a storm. So whatever that means for you. But I would also say that's what the sun does. It makes everything lighter, even though it can feel quite heavy. Yeah, because when you're really hot, it's like everything just becomes more of a chore. But because it's bringing that kind of more intense light, you know, when the sun's like this, it just lightens everything. Does that make sense? It even bleaches things. And it's a well-known fact, if you put your washing out in the garden, especially your whites, it's going to help keep them white because it bleaches. Yeah. So if you take that into the metaphysical, there is you could say there is a clearing out of density, which makes sense with the profuse sweatage that goes on. The other card I really like as well that came up is this one. You are worthy. So what is really interesting about this card, let's see that. So when you're letting go, when you are releasing, allowing to leave, yeah, all that stuff, that dense stuff that is not you, isn't that what you're doing? You're coming, perverse sweatage. Yes, that's right, Kevin. Essentially what you're doing is you are coming back to that place of, you know, knowing your own value, knowing your own worth, yeah, which I think is quite amazing. So what else do we see, you know, with our eyes, experience when the sun is out? So I've noticed in our garden, so we had a shit ton of rain. We had about, because we have it's this little old oven dish that we put out there with rocks in it, and we usually just let the rain fill it up, and we see what happens in there, what creatures come along. And it was dry, and then when we had the thunderstorm, it filled almost up to the top. So it's got to be nearly 2 inches of rain that fell in the garden. I think that might have been Sunday night, actually. Well, Sunday night, I can't remember, but it was very close to the solstice. So then what we ended up with, so the plants all got a big drink, yeah, and then we've had all this sun, so lots of things that weren't blooming before and weren't even looking like they were going to, yeah, have all of a sudden. So we've got a poppy we've got 2 poppies, but one of them actually looks like it's going to flower, when I thought, nah, that'll be next year now. And what was the other plant that has really taken off? The not peonies. No, not peonies. What are the other ones called? Dahlias. Got munched by snails, but all of a sudden, boof, flowers everywhere. Yeah. Even the little tiny bud ones are opening up. So I I was quite amazed by that, because again, I thought it would take a little while. Maybe they wouldn't even come out this year, but no, they have. So again, if we take that literally, there was another flower in the garden, fox and cubs, that's it. So the stem on the flower had actually broken, and I thought, oh, it won't flower now till next year, but no, it's come up in that short space of time between the solstice and today. It's come up and it's already got blooms on it. So again, so that's the literal part, yeah, but if we look at that from a metaphysical point of view, yeah, then that's a blossoming, it's an opening, yeah. So that's the other thing that the solstice has brought with it, if you like. The solstice energy it's like we're riding that wave now for however long, different people say different things. I say just ride it until it, crashes onto the beach or, gently waves onto the beach. Don't necessarily want crashes now, do we? What else have we seen these past couple of days? We have seen an increase in butterflies, mainly butterflies, I think. Let me just. Oh, we also have. We think we have a resident blackbird on the green outside, because we saw a blackbird a little while ago on the other side of the green. We've heard the blackbird because they have a very distinct call, and then this morning Ian saw the blackbird on the green. So it's bringing to my menagerie, it's bringing all these different animals, because we have a whole load of different animals that eat what I put on the green. But the blackbirds, that's quite something, I would suggest. But that's not what I was going to talk about. So the butterfly, obviously, that's the last. Is that the last piece of the cycle? Not really, because there is no last and first. But that's the part of the cycle that we see, that is most visual, I would say. The kind of pinnacle of the transformation is the actual butterfly. So that's the literal, what we experience, what we see. Physical perspective, was the solstice and this wave that we're now riding, is that the pinnacle of our transformation on this particular part of the journey anyway? Because, who knows? These particular bits and bobs could go on for a while, but they might not at the same time. No one's actually got the answer to that, by the way. If they say they have, then question it, yeah? Because there's no manual that comes with this process. And really all we can ever do is report what we're experiencing, whether that's, in the physical realm, in the metaphysical realm, the emotional realm, the mental realm, wherever you are experiencing that. That's why I think these conversations are relatively important, because if you know that other people are going through similar stuff and you can have a conversation about it, then, well, that's called community, isn't it? So yeah. So the other cards I have here, so we've got the Ouroboros, the Great Serpent. So you can take this different ways. So that is the snake eating its own tail. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's not a bad thing if the prophecy is good. Yeah. You could also see it as a never-ending cycle. Again, if it's a good cycle, there's an amazing teacher of the never-ending cycle. What I find interesting particularly about this card is it does cover all the colors of the chakras. And we have, looks like topaz, not sure what that could be, a jade, and then what looks like a sapphire, and it also looks like a butterfly there. So we have this idea in this card of transformation. Yeah. So even in the never-ending cycle, which is kind of what I was saying before, there are these points of transformation. So the cycle really isn't a circle, it's a spiral. So it moves in. It's like it breathes in and out. So in the in-breath, for example, there might be an expansion of consciousness going on. On the exhale, there will be a contraction of some kind, not necessarily consciousness. So I find that quite interesting. And that is, that's the fractal nature of everything. Everything expands and contracts. And the other card, which I love this, speaking your word, the voice. So the voice, your voice, is unique to you. Yeah. And what you express with that voice, unless you're parroting someone else's stuff, will also be unique to you. Yeah. So that it's fallen next to the joy and music card might indicate that there is a creative process there. Which is kind of in that wave, the wave that's come from the summer solstice. Yeah. So you might find yourself being more creative with your voice, or more creative, or finding more creativity in your voice, or maybe music, but just really tapping into just doing it for the fun of it. Yeah. Not doing it because you're thinking, oh, how many clicks am I going to get on that one? How many subscribers will subscribe to me if I, and I know it's easy to fall into that shit. But just do it for the fun of doing it. Yeah, it's, I have a YouTube channel that I really don't care anymore. Not about the channel, but about how many subscribers do I have, and did I get lots of likes on that? I really don't care anymore. I just do it because I enjoy doing it. Bless you, Ian. Big sneeze. So yeah. I'm going to open this up and see if anyone wants to comment on what I've talked about so far, and maybe what you're experiencing with the sun on a literal basis and on a metaphysical level.
Nobody's unmuted, so I'll quickly jump in and say, I've been topping up my vitamin D.
Yeah. That's very practical, Andy.
Yeah. Also, I know when it's hot because I go topless when I'm walking Tobias.
Okay.
So, fortunately, we have a lot of grass around here, so you can pitter-patter around, have a wee, have a quick poo, and then we can come back rather than have our normal walk. But yeah, at the moment, he's flaked out in front of the fan, getting his bottom cooled.
You got to have a cool bottom, haven't you?
But yeah, well, he doesn't at the minute because the fan is literally fanning his bum.
As long as you don't fart, you'll be fine.
Well, yeah, no, I just love the heat and I love the sun just as much as I love the snow and the cold and the in-betweens. And each season, whether it's summer, winter, autumn, spring, each season brings its own benefits and beauty. For me, anyway, it's just uplifting no matter what. Even when it starts chucking it down, and the dark nights start rolling in, it's just I love it. So yeah, when it's summer like this and the sun's out and it's baking and you can only go and sit outside for 10-15 minutes before you start dripping with sweat, it's like, yeah, no, I love it. People are, it's getting too hot, it's too hot. And it's like, no, in a couple of weeks' time, it'll be too flipping cold or it'll be too wet. So stop mourning about it and enjoy while it's here.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's my 2 pennies worth.
Does anyone else have anything they want to kind of contribute? What they've been experiencing?
What was the question? Was it since the solstice?
You weren't listening, were you?
my pussy turned up, so I had to go feed it.
No, I was just kind of asking people, like opening up the conversation, because I'm looking at the literal thing with the sun and what it does, but then the metaphysical flip of that. So whatever you're experiencing in the physical realm with the sun, you can also flip that into the metaphysical. So that's kind of where I was going with the question.
Okay. Well, physically, it's really nice here. It's about, like now it's like 24 in the shade. So it's not stinky hot. So it's nice. We had a load of rain today, which was cool because my fruit trees got a nice watering. And then metaphysically, I've also experienced you have. See, I was listening earlier. I only went to feed the pussy, honest. It's the solstice. I'm thinking, when was that? Did it actually happen? It's like
I mean, I had a 2-day celebration because I celebrated my solar return the day before, and then my Smeg day and the solstice on the 21st. And on that day, I went out to the beach for lunch. But it seems like it was a dream. Actually, it's not even that it was like it feels like it was a long time ago. It feels like it was a dream. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, and I've noticed since the solstice, like when I go out into the matrix, it seems really, I don't know, it's like not ethereal, but it's almost like I'm in a different dimension or something. It's like it looks different. It looks like it looks fainter and less kind of defined. That's the only way I can describe it. Like it's a different vibration or something. If that makes sense.
Almost like it's
I took my recycling. You mind what?
It's almost like it's a nothing. So sometimes it can be quite hard to walk in that, in the institution, thought form.
Yeah.
But it's almost like it feels like nothing now. Just to walk into it and walk back out of it again. It's quite weird.
Yeah. It's not in any way onerous or anything. It's really easy. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me energetically or bring me down or anything. It just feels like it's like not really there. It's kind of weird. I mean, I just walked to the recycling the first time, and it looked all kind of past, almost like faded. That's how it looked, faded.
Like an old man fading away, right?
Kind of like that, yeah, Kev. Yeah. And then yesterday I walked up the cafe for lunch. Yeah, and it was really weird. It was like everything was going slow motion a bit, It was weird. I have noticed some changes, but I think it's gone up a notch, but it's kind of part of the same journey,
Yeah. So the card, one of the cards that I pulled was the Leucosis, which is the lightening card. So there we go.
Ah, cool. Okay.
And it's number 13.
Whee! Lovely. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it does feel like a lightening. And what else was I going to say? Something else popped into my mind then. But I think it's gone out again. So maybe I'll come back to you later.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I know what it was. I've been looking at everyone's galactic center connections, and it's really quite fucking insanely amazing. You're not going to believe it. So I will be in touch with lots of you about joining the Galactic Center gang, because you have Galactic Center aspects in your birth charts.
The
GCG.
The GCG,
it is, yeah. The GCG. You're in there, Angie.
Hey, I'm in the club. I'm in the GCG club.
Yeah, I'll be whacking you in there now in a minute, and Carly's in there, and Kevin's in there. And Andy's in there.
That's good. Hey, yay me.
Yeah, you're one of the elders, Kev. I'll tell you when I do it, but I don't want to hog Angie's show, so I'll be in touch. But
okay, I am going to ask a question. So just briefly, what does that actually mean? Because if it's kind of related to what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, it kind of is, because the solstice, basically when the sun is at the solstice, it's directly opposing galactic center. So every year on my solar return birthday kind of time, I'm opposing galactic center as I was when I was born, which means, so for me personally, basically my sun and my moon in my birth chart are opposing galactic center, which means I'm here in this current incarnation. I've arrived here from Galactic Center, as many of us have. And we're all on holistic radio. You can't believe it, right? It's like, so we've got a mission to do. It means we've got a mission to fulfill during our lifetimes. Because mine's an opposition, it means that I've kind of been aware of something all my life, but I didn't know what. And it means that this energy becomes activated much later in adulthood, which is now. So that's my one. You what have you got, Andrew? You've got, your part of your life work is to, you've got a really significant and strong soul connection with possibly many incarnations at Galactic Center, a very positive experience. You've still got a soul connection with beings from Galactic Center in this lifetime, and you've got experiences and learnings that you're going to use, or you are using in this current life incarnation. So everything you've learned at Galactic Center, it says, is well integrated as part of your current identity. So, but that basically, many of us have got an immediate mission in this lifetime. We've come straight from Galactic Center.
So when you say Galactic Center, does that indicate the central sun, or is the central sun part of that?
Yeah, so it's basically what they call Sagittarius A. It's a supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way, around which all the suns of the galaxy rotate, and the surrounding area. So it's basically got an event horizon. So with a black hole, the gravity is so strong that not even light can escape at a certain point.
Yeah.
And that's called the event horizon, right? As you know from watching Star Trek and all the other ones, So basically, it means we've had some kind of incarnation as some kind of being around that area. It might be in the black hole, whatever a black hole actually is. I have my own theories on that.
It's at the very least, it's a void, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically sucking light and everything into it, which makes me think what black holes actually are suns in an alternative universe, and our suns are black holes in that universe. Do you see what I mean? And one is taking light and stuff in and radiating it out into the other one, and vice versa. So we don't know whether we had bodies or whether we were energy beings. We don't know what it is, but we've had some kind of experience there with other beings there. And yours was, it says, was particularly good and significant and strong, and it was a very positive experience. And you've had that energy carried forward with you into this life, your whole life. Whereas for me, because you've got a conjunction basically. Your midheaven is conjunct the Galactic Center, which means part of your life work here now is to embody Galactic Center energy and experience to help raise the collective consciousness.
Wow.
Yeah.
No pressure.
That's all right, but it's okay because we've all got something like this, and you've also got a very ancient Galactic Center connection. Basically, what it means, Andrew, is your very first manifestation from Source was at Galactic Center. That's where your DNA ancestry begins, as does mine, and Adie's and Emily Jane's and Jaggie's and
wow,
and Morgan and Kevin, yeah.
Wow.
So there's a load of us here where we actually originated from Galactic Center.
That's very cool.
It's amazing. So that's been all cranking up since the solstice, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of aware of this previously, and I looked at it, but it's just gone up many levels since the solstice. And I turned 63, which is 9, right? And that's my ninth body, right? So for me, it's very significant. And it says, I will realize all this and start working with it much later in adulthood. So I think that's now, So yeah, more
Cool.
to say, but that's the gist of it.
Thank you. So
You're welcome.
definitely. So when all those people were going, oh, this solstice is going to be a big one, it's massive, and there's lots of things going on. Yes, you could say yes, there is, and there will be, and yeah, I don't know.
You can't believe it, Ange, because I've been through all I've been doing today is looking at every chart I've done. And the only ones who've got current missions straight from Galactic Center, we're all on Holistic Radio.
I love that.
It's like, Andy and you and my nephew Dan and Adi and Jane and Emily Jane and Enolia from CPN and Jackie and Jen and everyone with Morgan, Kev, Carly, we've all got missions from Galactic Centers. It's nuts. So anyway, enough said. Yeah. Thank
you. So yeah, there we go, folks. Definitely big energies. And I think that the way to kind of I can feel a meditation to connect with that galactic center is sprouting in my brain already. So once I have done that, I will share that. But that I can already feel that it's already growing roots. So I like that a lot. What was I going to say before the roots came in? Yeah, so essentially what we're doing, this time now where we've got massive light, massive, heat. It's like that's the alchemical process, isn't it? That's the very visceral experience of that alchemical process, which is literally allowing us, it's facilitating us to really allow that stuff that is not ours to leave. Yeah. Now I have a couple of little stories around that. So this past 6 months, I think it was even before Yule last year, I developed these funny little lumps on my hands, which were a little bit painful. So, I don't do an awful lot externally with those things. If they get painful, I might put a bit of CBD on them. But generally speaking, this might sound a bit crazy, but I know, and this is something I've known since I was a child, I know that whatever comes up in my body or on my body, I know there's something inside of me that deals with it. Yeah. Now, through my life, that knowledge has disappeared and then come back again, and then disappeared and come back again, as it does. Yeah. So I had a very weird, quite a protrusion actually on just under the base of my thumb on my left hand. That was, I'd sit there and poke it. Just, what are you? What are you? I'm going to poke it. Which is obviously giving it attention. So beware of that, guys. When I stopped giving it attention, my, that part of me that I know deals with these things has dealt with it, and it's gone, completely gone. Yeah, no pain, no nothing. And the one that was on my my index finger, the second knuckle of my index finger on my right hand, has also gone. I noticed that today. It's like, oh, that's not there anymore. And again, it was quite a protrusion on that knuckle. So why am I telling you that? Because these are the things that our being, I'm going to say being, not our body, our being can, it's like, well, you could say it's like magic, because everything is magic, don't forget that. It appears like it's magic, yeah, it appears that way, but really what's going on is there's a part of you that, you know, whatever that was on both of my hands, yeah, it was clearly something trying to get out. Yeah, something was trying to leave. Yeah. So until I left it alone to leave, it wasn't going anywhere. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If somebody's trying to leave, if someone's, you know, trying to leave your home, yeah, do you bar the door and say, no, you're not going anywhere? You're not leaving. What are you doing? Or do you go, yeah, cheerio, bye? Yeah. It's the same with stuff that comes up in the body. From my own personal experience, I can tell you when I resist with with the bloodied fingernails and well, that was going down the road. The great wailing and gnashing of teeth. It doesn't go anywhere. But when you allow it, when you give it that space, yeah. So stop poking it like I was poking my hands. Like, what are you? Ooh, what are you? Once you give it that space and allow it to leave, let it go out the door, yeah. I think that's one of the things that is if you allow it to be, it can do that. That's, like I say, that's something that I've known for a very long time. Even though that knowing kind of ducked in and out through my life. And I think for me that's one of the things that's not changed, amplified maybe. I don't know how else to describe it. I suppose it more aligned to, there we go. That is our intention for this year, to be more aligned to our true nature. And I think that's what's happening. For us anyway. And I think from what I can tell, I think other people are feeling a similar thing. But I'm really going to throw it open while I grab, another card. If anyone has anything they want to share. Or is it going to be tumbleweeds? Okay, tumbleweeds. Exactly. We need that. We need to nick that off of Discord, don't we? The tumbleweeds and the crickets. Oh,
I had this... A couple of pieces of equipment have arrived this week that will help facilitate the next phase now that the testing phase is over with.
Cool. Is that on Discord, you mean?
Yes.
Cool.
So the plan is that I've got an old mobile phone that I'm going to hook up with a hard wire to the router and plug it in, switch it on, and leave it playing.
Okay, nice.
So I might... The idea being that initially it will be just 24/7 or 23/7, because I might obviously take it offline for an hour in the morning when I get up, just to give it a rest from being playing the whole previous 23 hours. I don't know yet. I'll have to figure it out, see how it goes. But yeah, I'm just going to hardwire it. The battery cable will just plug into my battery station, and the hard wire will go into the router, and I'll just press play and leave it. And then you just get constant stream of a shuffle of all the shows.
Cool. Like it.
So that'll be phase 2.
Very cool.
I
so
might
there's
contemplate doing a 24/7 music meditation station as well,
cool.
simultaneously.
Cool. I like that.
But that's phase 3.
Phase 3. Oh, okay. Cool. So I've just pulled a last card for what the sun is doing, if you like. And it's a card that came up in Dismembering Tarot. I think it was the session before last. Strange Invisible Perfume. So you're not going to believe. Right, I'm going to read from the book for this one. It says, your unique personal essence far transcends the visible. Boom. It is as if wherever you go, you wear an ethereal cloak of unseen color, fragrance, and light. Boom. It is an ancient mystical practice to learn how to magnify and adjust the effect of your presence, which considerably impacts how others perceive you and respond to you. Boom. In the Fae realm, we call such magic casting a glamour. To some extent, you already cast a glamour when you select the colors and fabrics you wear, apply cosmetics, and adorn yourself with jewels. But you can intensify the benefits of such efforts by drawing upon your magical authority and intentionally choosing the qualities you wish to emanate. And it goes on. What role are you stepping into? Or what conditions would you like to attract? When you enter a room, how would you like that room to light up around you? What do you want people to see? How do you want them to respond? Once you know the answers to these questions, you can build your glamour within and around you. I like that. Yeah. It kind of says it all, doesn't it? That's the Queen Mab Oracle deck, which is always spot on. And that is such an amazing card. It really is. And I think that kind of says it all, really, doesn't it? What is happening at the moment. Time is kind of morphing or elongating. Things are distorting. Yeah. So it feels like time is distorted. And that could just be as we're getting closer to a point of no return. No. We reached the point of no return. Well, actually, I'd say we have. Because if you go back now, so if you go back to sleep now, it's like you've got to walk 3 times the distance as you have left to go, if you go forward on your path. Yeah. Now, interestingly, when we did our Dismembering Tarot, I went back to the cards I pulled because I don't think I went deep enough. It's hard for me to go deeply into my cards on that show because the focus is other people's cards. But the thing I got from it, and I would say this is a collective reading. So this was the question was, what has changed post solstice? Yeah. And this is a time, it's an opportunity So even these cards here that I pulled today, this is an opportunity. So you can choose not to do this. You can opt out if you want. Yeah. And you can wait until the wheel turns and you can get back on again and then go round. I don't see the point of that personally, but it's, we all have free will. So this is a big opportunity that will actually, how it is, this is, what's the word? The will of the divine. So the will of the part of you that's bigger and sees everything. Yeah. So whatever it is that the opportunity that you've been waiting for, and that goes back to what Litmus was saying, it might have been your whole life that you've been waiting for this opportunity to finally come about and to actually pan out like you know it will. Yeah. There were many different cards that were kind of showing, like, this is like a bridge, so it spans something that might have looked impossible before. It's very solid, so whatever this opportunity is, it's solid. Yeah, it's not a fly by night type thing. Unexpected blessings, and that's already started happening since the solstice. That has already started happening in my personal experience. So, yeah. Definitely big heart activations, heart chakra. And that could include the higher heart and probably the throat, I would say, as well, because you've got the voice card here, which is joy. Pure joy. Yeah. What else? Whatever this opportunity is, that this thing that you've known that was coming, I wouldn't necessarily tell the world about it just yet. Wait until it reveals itself to you personally. Yeah. And then maybe tell people. Yeah. Just keep it a little bit, what as they call, sub rosa. Yeah. Just under the radar a little bit. Because it will unfold as it will. Yeah. And I can't wait to see what it is. What else was there? And this is all to do with the solstice. This is the cards that, all to do with these cards that we've pulled today. So yeah, another message was stay aligned no matter what. Yeah. Stay on course no matter what. Yeah. You're on the path. You're on the path. That's it. Okay. Yeah, and don't be indecisive. So I would say when that opportunity comes along and knocks, yeah, you will know that what choice to make. Yeah, you will know. Don't second guess yourself. This is a completing of something. So again, it goes back to what Litmus was saying. This is a completion of something that has been coming for a long time. What else was there? You'll definitely learn new stuff going through this as well. Brand new, never seen before, never will be seen again type stuff. And yeah, nurture that. Nurture your relationship with whatever this is that is being activated. This opportunity, this door that's opening. Yeah. Read my own writing. Stay aligned, truly aligned, to keep your balance. And the words are grace under pressure. Yeah. And this opportunity, seemingly that spans the impossible, yeah, is the solution to any obstacles that you might have come up against before. Yeah. And those obstacles will have deep roots. So whatever that means for you. But this opportunity, these cards here from what we're talking about what the sun is doing, this opportunity, it's like you don't need to dig those roots up. You really don't need to dig those roots up. Yeah. You just need to use the bridge. This opportunity, it's like when you there are certain ways that you can, if you clear your own negative karmic patterns, it has a ripple effect because it's frequency, which moves through back, if you like, through your DNA. Yeah. Because if you think of it like water, that's exactly what happens. So when you clear your own karmic stuff in a proper way, yeah, not just I'm talking Akashic record stuff here, yeah. It clears the karma of your ancestral lines as well. It does. Yeah, so there's me waffling a bit there. Sorry. But I just wanted to bring in the stuff around the cards that I pulled on Tuesday because I didn't go into it deep enough during the session. But I went back to them yesterday because I felt compelled to, because I knew there was something else in those cards. So yeah, it all ties together, which I think is pretty amazing. Anyway, folks, did anyone have any last words or comments?
Just a big, massive thank you, Angie, for tonight's Everything is Magic show.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, nice one, Angie. Always nice to have a debrief.
Sorry, there were two people speaking at once there. What was that?
Go on, Kev.
Just the final card, Ace of Swords, is a beautiful card. Yeah, gratitude, Angie. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Yeah, and I was just saying thanks, Ange, for a great show, and it's nice to have a post-solstice debrief.
Yeah, I think it needed to be done because everyone was banging on about the well, it's going to be amazing or it's going to be really scary, whatever they were saying very loudly. I just think it's always good to let's just bring it back a bit and see what's going on.
Absolutely, yeah. We did a little nugget the day after on that kind of theme, and yeah, it's been a very special one, I would say. So nice one, yeah, good stuff.
Cool.
Just allow me to say that it's really, really very appreciated, and it's a precious time spent here with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Iris. That's amazing. So I'm just reading what Agatha says. Yeah, grace under pressure. This opportunity happening to me right now, what the sun is doing is very illuminating. Unless you second guess yourself, absolutely. It's like trying to I don't know, how would I describe that? It's like a child. When a child's having a tantrum, you're just like, okay, go and stand over there and do that while I go and do this that I need to do right now. Thank you. So when that comes up, yeah, we don't want to be doing that. All that garbage. Just put it in the corner. Say, right, you do that. I'm just going to go over here and do this. And when you shut up, I'll come back and talk to you. Or I used to have many years ago. I used to have a visual of a man coming through and basically sweeping those things out of one ear, Sorry, out of one ear. Yeah, out of the other ear. So he'll come across with his broom and sweep those things out. And I used that for many years to great effect, I have to say. So there are different ways that you can deal with that voice of doubt, the voice of doom in your brain. But if you found a way to do that, use it. That's what I say. I tend to use laughter a lot these days, which is quite funny, obviously, because it's laughter. So if no one else has got anything they want to share, I'd say to Andy, if you want to wrap up the recording, that'd be lovely.
Done.
Cool.
That's the recording stopped.
Fantastic.